Hey everyone, Ryan from the Rad Owners Forum, and today we are talking about the accessories that Rad Power Bikes makes for their electric bikes. If you're familiar with my channel, you are already aware that I have covered third-party accessories for Rad Power Bikes. I have a list on the forum, which will be linked in the description, for all of the things that you might want to consider when you're buying a Rad Power Bike. However, this video will focus specifically on the accessories that you can buy when ordering the model of your choosing. Now, there are a bunch of different types of accessories. I have a handful here that I'll show in this video, and just generally talk about my thoughts on some of these accessories, which ones you might want to consider. And yeah, I think that's it. Let's get to it. As I mentioned, we have a few different accessories here. I'm going to start with some of the ones that we originally purchased with our 2018 Rad Wagon. This is the rear pad, the passenger pad. Rad sells this for $25. I would say this is probably one of the easier if you wanted to do a DIY project. You can kind of see that over the years this has flattened out and is not, it could be more comfortable for the passenger. And then we also have the deckhand, which I think is handy for the Rad Wagon. The passenger can hang on. And just generally, a lot of these accessories are really well made. I don't anticipate having any issues over the long term with any of these. But that also means that with the quality parts, they're also a little bit more expensive. So I have all the prices here. So the deckhand is currently $69 on their website. There are also options on your Rad Wagon if you'd like to attach kind of it looks like an additional set of handlebars. You can actually attach that to the seat post. Obviously, if you're using a suspension seat post, that's not going to be possible, but it is an alternative if you don't want to buy this deckhand. Moving on, this is the Rover rear rack. I think one of the things, this is probably one of the most valuable accessories for the Rovers and for all the other models. They're similar. And if you watched my video about the Thule Maxi seat, you can notice here that window is there, so a child seat can go there. So that's great. In addition, I will have a review of my Rad Rover. If it's not up already, it will be up shortly. But you will notice that the rear light is kind of obfuscated by the rear fenders. And so one of the things you can see in this bag of when you buy the rear racks, it comes with an extension cable. So then you can put that behind right there, and then you don't have to worry the cars or anyone else behind you is going to be able to see that. So that's one of the reasons that I really like the rear rack, especially when you're considering, do you want the front rack or the rear rack? I think the rear rack is, more versatile if you have to kind of pick one or the other. There's obviously you could put some pannier bags on the side or anything else, and then you can also get bags that go on top. And then I wanted to move on to both the front rack and the small basket here. This kind of gives you an idea of the sizing of this. So they do make a larger basket. I think it's probably worth the extra money. So the small basket is $59. The large basket is $79. So I would recommend, if you're deciding with the small or large, unless you have a specific purpose for the smaller baskets, probably worth getting the larger basket. And then they also have the large platform. However, I would say with the front rack, you can always buy this, and because it has these bars and also it has the screw holes, you can very easily put a basket or something else, attach it in a number of different ways. So that's another way that you could save depending on kind of the accessories that you want. Again, just keep in mind when you buy this front rack, it comes with the extender for the front light so that you can actually continue to use it. And then I plan to do another video talking specifically about these bags. So this is the Fremont Pannier bag. They are $89, and they're compatible with all the the different models, but you obviously need the rear racks for them. So I'm going to do a separate video on this because I think just so everyone can kind of see how it attaches to the Rad wagon and also the Rover. You can kind of see that these are very waterproof, and they have the attachment on the side. But that gives you a little bit of sense of the scale of that bag. And yeah, I hope this video helps those who are considering buying some of the Rad Power Bikes accessories sold by them. Again, I would, if you are buying one of the models that does not have a rear rack, that's probably where I'd start. And then I'd also maybe consider the front rack, because that gives you an additional storage, and then you can decide whether or not you want the baskets. Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to support what I'm doing with the Rad Owners Forum and some of the content that I'm producing, here's 3 easy ways that you can do so. Number 1, you can, if you're buying a Rad Power Bike, you can earn a $50 Amazon gift card. I will also receive one. There's a link in the description below, also on my website, radowners.com. Number 2, you can view our recommended accessories pages. This is a bunch of accessories for all the models of Rad Power Bikes, recommended accessories from the community that I've compiled over the last year or so. So you can check that out, also link below. And third, obviously, you can just join the forum, become a member, ask questions, and share your experience with others. Thanks again for watching.